map with no names. Rumors abound of a map that leads to a treasure of unimaginable value. When chance drops the map into your hands, you have the chance to become wealthy beyond your wildest dreams. But you're not the only ones with that dream, and the chase is on. And this is part one of a trilogy, the Umbral Aristocracy Trilogy, which can use an 8.2 and 8.3. And it's a 2-hour adventure, but we're doing the optional parts of it, so it'll be 4 hours for us. And let's do some character intros. We'll start with you, Jeremy, since you're familiar with everything.
All right. A Kenku stands before you. He is in some scale armor, has a warhammer. Asked his name, and he mimics an old gruff voice. It's that damn storm crew. Trouble always follows him. And then in a high-pitched voice, that's me.
All right. That's Stormcrow. Hera, I think, is the person that's not here, so I'll just move Hera over to the side. Igor or Igor?
Yes, it's pronounced Igor. Igor. Igor is a human. He's a hunchback. He looks like Marty Feldman from Young Frankenstein. He is looking around. You're never really sure where he's looking. Looking fellow. Light armor. He does have weapons. Doesn't use them anyway. And he keeps chuckling most of the time, and he is here to serve Master Strahd. Master Strahd sent me to this place to find great fonts of magic and maybe establish a lair for myself.
And he is the poster child for charisma is not comeliness.
Yes.
Okay, next character is Erin.
Yeah, Erin, she is a Eluskan human, and she's a cleric who wields a flail and shield to help fend off her temple's aggression.
And am I wrong there? Is she first level or is she higher?
She's first.
Oh, okay, so there's two. We actually have two firsts.
Yeah, and I think you made a
Both
mistake
being clerics.
on. I think you made a mistake on my macros. I have scale armor.
Okay.
Instead of, I think you gave me, so it should be at a total of 16 AC.
16 AC, got it. 14 for scale, and then
plus 2 for shield.
2 for shield. Okay. Changing that now, and there. It doesn't really do anything automatic. It's just for reference, but I changed the reference there. I didn't change the name of the armor or anything. Okay, and then last is it Jean or Jean, or how's that pronounced?
You could pronounce it John.
John, okay.
Yeah. John is a Asomar cleric, and he's a hermit, so he doesn't know much about city life.
All right.
Any one of you clerics of Lathander, because those people are evil and nasty.
Do you have, Igor, do you have a monkey, a flying monkey?
Yes, I do.
Are you going to keep him with you during the adventure?
Why would I not?
Perfect, okay. Okay, so you guys start the adventure in Waterdeep, where rumors are abounding about treasure maps and gold and such like that. And you are staying at an inn called the Green's Rest. You come down in the morning for your morning meal, and you can smell the delicious cinnamon honey being cooked. The dining room has a bar and several tables. You had met the night before there these other adventurers that were passing through Waterdeep or who lived in Waterdeep, and had struck up a conversation and were forming a adventuring party to go hunt for treasure. And luckily this morning, one of the proprietors of the place comes up to you. His name is Durik, you see him and his business partner, who I think you caught his name was Zell. He's kind of like prodding Zell on and looking at you guys as you're sitting down for breakfast, and Zell just shakes his head. Finally, Durik grabs something from Zell and walks over to your table and sets it down on the table. And what you see is he sets down a map. And this map here, just below where your tokens are, is the map he lays on the table in front of you. He says, "We found that last night. It must be yours. You look like adventurers."
Yes, it is mine indeed.
Well, I think you should see where it leads. And if you come back with a good story of what you find there, come back here and you get a free meal on the house. Meal and drinks at the inn. And of course, a small cut of whatever treasure you might happen to find, since we found your map for you. You know, a finder's fee.
Yes, of course.
Looking at the map, you see that it's blank, except for a dotted path connecting 5 circled spots. And the first 3 of them each has something written beside them. Starting at the top, there's one that shows a house with the word below by it. There's a skull of some sort of monstrous humanoid, maybe a troll there. And then to the next one below that, it says, "In the first floor of the big Birdman Statue." So Waterdeep's kind of famous for having these gigantic statues scattered around the city. If you look on the map of the city just to the west, you'll see the Sword Maiden, you'll see the Great Drunkard, and there's one called the Hawkman, which might fit the Great Birdman Statue. And then there's another one that says, "Watch out for magically flying daggers." And those of you who have spent any time in Waterdeep have heard about a place in the Dock Ward called Three Daggers Flying Alley, or Three Daggers Alley, or something like that. That you got to watch out for, because magical daggers attack anyone who walks down that alley. And it's kind of a dare for adventurers to go there sometimes. As far as the big troll skull, you've heard of an alley in the North Ward called Troll Skull Alley. Then the other 2 circles are blank. There's the one to the southeast that's completely blank, and there's one with a big X through it that's completely blank. So no idea where they might be. What would you guys like to do after you have your morning breakfast?
I think we should start at the house.
Okay. You gather your gear, you set out into the city of Waterdeep proper, head toward the North Ward. The city's waking up, and people are coming, going to work. Vendors are starting to set up shops on the streets and hawk their wares. You get to Troll Skull Alley, and you look around at all the houses there, and there's only one that really matches the picture of the house that you have on your map. It's the only building with round windows. It's got a set of side stairs. So it looks like your place. It does not look like it is well maintained. It's pretty neglected. The paneling's kind of rotting where the rain's gotten to it. The door's shut. The windows are all kind of caked in dirt and mud. They haven't been cleaned in a long time. No one's coming or going from it when you look at it. What would you guys like to do?
This reminds me of Master Strahd's homeland. This is wonderful. We should go and check it out.
All right, you walk up to the house. The stairs lead up to like an apartment door to one of the upstairs bedrooms, it looks like. The front door is closed. There's no lock on it that you can see, but it might be, of course, barred from the inside. What do you guys want to do?
There wasn't a lock on it, like an outward lock?
No outward lock, but it might be barred on the inside.
I would dread. Is any one of you good at finding traps? I can open the door from afar, but...
Well, if it's barred from inside, it's going to be kind of hard to open. Does it
don't
open
know.
outward or inward, or can we not tell?
Looks like inward.
So it swings inside?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Huh.
Let's try pushing it in.
I'm sorry, what did you say?
Uh, can we try like pushing the door in
Yeah.
without
Yeah,
getting
you push
inside?
on the door and it is definitely latched or locked or something on the inside.
Do we just want to jump at it? Or are all four of us?
I'm a little more cautious than you fellows with your strange ways. I could mage hand open the door, see if it is locked or barred first.
They already did. They know it is barred.
Oh,
Yeah, someone just pushed on it with their regular hand.
Stormcrow is going to look around to see if there's like a cellar entrance.
There is no cellar entrance, just that entrance to the upstairs apartment.
Right.
Oh, actually, Stormcrow, let's see here. There are sewers in the area, but nothing that looks like goes straight to the cellar of the house.
We could try climbing on the roof and barging in from there.
So you definitely could bash open the door. You don't want to look around first, make sure no one's coming or going. And it's a pretty busy alley, but breaking an entry into a house is certainly a crime in Waterdeep. You could knock on the door. You could try and sneak through a window. What would you like to do?
I think I have the key for this. Says I, pulling out my thieves' tools. Have the key.
So what would you like to do with your thieves' tools?
I try to, I guess, saw the barring from the inside, or
Okay, try and lift up the bar and get off. Okay, make a DC 15 thieves' tools check. You'll just get one chance. Otherwise, it'll be too far to reach. Oh, to do that, if you're first time playing with me, just click your token. And then you're going to click on your D14 button. That's your dexterity button. And it'll make a thieves' tools check. And Stormcrow is going to guide you. So you have guidance from the from Stormcrow, which, as you can see, you get to decide if you want to use it before or after you make your check. So you don't need to use it until you see how good you roll on your thieves' tools check. So for Igor, there you go. Okay, so you got a 11, and you could use guidance to get a 12, but you know neither one of those are going to get it. So you can't quite get the door latched from the outside. You do hear some shuffling, like there's someone around in there, and all you guys' monkey motion around the front door, someone's kind of like moved up to the door and is waiting. And they say, "Who goes there?" And it's kind of a young voice.
the lawful owner.
No, no more, no visitors, please. Please go away.
He's opened the door. We're
Make
squatting and trespassing.
make a deception check, please, Igor. So that is charisma. Click your guy, then click your charisma. Oh my god. All right. You hear the latch or the door bar open up, and the door swings open, creaking on old hinges. And you see a young teenage boy standing there. And he looks anxious and nervous. And he says, I don't, I was just watching the door, that's all. And he backs up. Oh, I need to rewind real quick, too, for something. When you guys were at the Green's Arrest, and you had your map, you did notice something. In the room, there was a glyph that was glowing slightly on the map.
At the top there, it's CA.
I'm not sure if that's actually, that might be like, that might be a mark of the glyph. And it only glowed when you were in the Green's Rest. You could barely make it out in mundane, daylight outside. And make a DC 10 Intelligence Arcana check, everyone. So click your token and click the I, whatever your intelligence button is. Oh, and one other thing for the software, for your token macros and such. Make sure if you haven't...
Plus 3.
make sure if you haven't already done so that you, boy, my computer's dying on me. Be just a second here as I reload. Make sure that you, if you haven't already done so, uncheck in your My Settings area the alphabetically sorted token actions. Is everyone there still?
Yes.
Good deal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Now, does it add the proficiency or on those rolls?
It sure does, yeah. If you click your token, let's say I'm doing, boy, my computer's having a hard time. I'm going to reload Roll20 real quick. There, okay. If you click your token and you click the button, and like if you hover over the rolls, you'll see the results with the roll that you rolled plus the modifier that was added. So your basic modifier is added in, and then if you have a proficiency bonus, it's noted right below it. Because your basic modifier applies to all checks, and then your charisma bonus or your proficiency bonus applies to just those extras.
So under mine, it says add 2 for religion. I would
Mhm.
just, if it was a religion check, I would just add 2.
Correct.
Oh,
But if I
that's
did-
what you mean. Okay.
Okay, so for your intelligence checks, Aaron and Igor and Stormcrow, you all notice that basically the symbol glows under magical light. Inside
And
Green's
half
Rest, there was a green drift globe over the bar that helped to light the room, and that revealed the mark on your map. And so you think under magical lighting, and you can test it with like a light cantrip. I bet so. Yep, Stormcrow. Yeah, definitely with a light cantrip, it lights up. All right, so that was a little rewind when you discover that the map had a glyph on it that lit up under magical lighting. Now you're opening the door, or you're standing in the doorway of this house in Troll Skull Alley, and the young man who opened the door claims that he was just watching the door and he's not involved. And you don't know what
Not
he's
involved in what?
his eyes get real big, like he said something he shouldn't. Nothing really. What do you want?
Well, let's not talk while we're outside. I mean, it's kind of cold right now. Let's have a chat.
Okay. And you notice when he says come in, he raises his voice abnormally. Like
Okay,
loud
someone
enough
else is
like
probably
loud
in
enough
there.
someone else in the house could have heard him. He says come in, and he backs up a little bit, lets you come in.
Who else is here, little boy?
He turns and looks towards the kitchen and then looks back at you and says no one.
Oh,
Can I do an insight check?
Yes, everyone make an insight check. Click your token and click your wisdom button.
I think that's not 20.
Oh, nice. Yeah, he's
Plus
definitely trying to deceive you, but poorly.
I think there's another thing wrong with my insight check. It should be +5.
Okay, so the +3 is built in.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, so you rolled actually a 17 on the roll.
Oh, okay, I see that now. Thanks.
Okay, yeah, he's definitely trying to deceive you, doing it poorly. Whoever's in the house is towards the kitchen from the way he's acting.
Hello?
You hear, when you shout out hello, some movement, some like chairs scraping across stone floors from below, like there's a basement below you. And you can see there's the doorway into the kitchen, and there's a flight of stairs going down in there. And the sound came from downstairs.
who's down there, little boy? You can trust me.
No one. And whoever's down there, it sounds like they're going away and not coming up the stairs. They're like retreating somewhere down there.
Well, if no one's down there, you won't mind us taking a look.
Oh.
It sounds like you might have rats down there.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. He just backs up and gets out of your way. The little boy does.
All right. Should we head down?
Yes.
Okay. You hurry downstairs and you come to a room down there. Storm.
And this is the kitchen.
Actually, you come into the kitchen and then you go down the stairs down below the kitchen where you hear the sound coming from. Stormcrow, do you still have that light going?
Yes.
Yes. Okay. That lasts an hour. You cast it on what?
I cast it on my sheet.
Okay. So the light of your shield, when you come down in the basement, you see a glyph on the wall light up, matching the glyph on your map that lights up.
The map also says below with an arrow pointing to the house. So
Yeah. So you see a glyph on the wall. You see that there is a door in the basement, and you hear feet running and retreating away into the distance down that direction.
Let us run down there then.
Okay. You go running that direction, Igor, and you are met by a man. You can hear the feet retreating back in the distance quite rapidly, but the man that's standing there in front of you looks to be, pretty disheveled, pretty poorly kept, hair a mess, and he's got his hands up like, he means you no harm. And he says, I don't want to fight you or anything. You're not the City Watch, are you?
Oh, of course not. We're the good guys.
He breathes a big sigh of relief, and he says, "Oh, we thought you were the City Watch. Whew.
what does the City Watch want from you?
Well, not from me, but some of the guys down here might have been involved in maybe some illegal activity, that kind of stuff, but not me."
How many
all?
people?
Well, there was, I think, 7 or 8 of us right now, but people come and go. Actually, I could use your help, though.
Okay.
I want to make an insight check. Is he trying to stall us?
Yeah, go to make an insight check. Everyone make your wisdom check again.
And nope. It's a 7.
Jean's pretty good. None of you get the sense that he's on purpose, like, using stalling tactics. He's actually got an actual request. We actually have there's actually a guy here that hires people, kind of on a daily basis. We come and go. Whatever odd jobs he has for us, we do. His name's Blagor. And
I'm sorry, Blagor?
Blagor, yeah. My name's Earth. URTH. But anyway, I was looking to get married and kind of lost my wedding ring I was going to give to my girlfriend, and Blagor's got it, but he's not here right now. His room's back there, and he points back in the basement area that you came down into. There was that glyph on the wall, which of course Earth notices now because he's like, I never saw that before. And then there's a hallway leading one direction, and this hallway leading the other direction that they all ran down. And it looks like the hallway they all ran down goes into the sewers, and you can smell the sewer smell coming from that direction. And the ones that were running are gone. Earth points towards the other hallway, though, and he says, Blagor lives that way. He's got the ring there. Is there any chance you could go there and get it back for me? I'd be in your debt.
Oh.
Is this just like a standard engagement wedding band?
Mm-hmm.
Or...
Yeah. Well, it's actually kind of a family heirloom. It's he describes it for you. It doesn't sound like it's a whole lot of value, but it's got some gems on it. So you're standing in this room with Earth, who's pleading for you to go find the ring that's in the room of the leader of the bandits, which is, you know where that's at, in the basement here. You also got that glyph on the wall that's glowing.
I'll check out the glyph first.
Okay. You go over there, you look at the glyph, it matches the glyph on your map. You see a seam in the wall, like the wall can pivot,
Okay.
and you just push on the wall and it pivots around on a central axis. And inside is a cache with a wand. And wrapped around the wand is a scrap of paper upon which is written a message. It says, "Whisper something that you've never told anyone." And then also in the room, written actually on the pivoted wall face that's now facing you after it turned around, is a string of letters. So if you look at your map, I'll make these so you can see them. Let's see. Okay, you should see a series of red letters now.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so there's that series of letters. They don't seem to make any words or anything. But you find that there. So you got the wand and the letters written on the wall and the little scrap of paper with a note that says, "Whisper something that you've never told anyone." All right. So you got Earth pleading with you to find his ring. You've got what might be your first clue at the first spot on your map. What do you want to do now? What do you guys want to do now?
Igor whispered something, which I whispered to you, Mr. GM.
Oh, hold on. That's funny. Maybe that's his bride. Maybe you'll find their master's bride finally.
Let us go and find the wedding band.
All right, Igor wants to go into the guy's room. You follow him in there. Da 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 da. Okay. The room in the basement has a door, and written on the door is "Keep out," and the door is locked.
Oh, I have a key for that.
All right, go to make your check, and I'll assume Stormcrow will guide you to, if necessary. So click your token.
Myself.
Indeed.
Click your token, and then click your dexterity button.
Oh, yeah, I'll move there. Okay. Oh, no, this is beyond me.
All right, you're not able to pick it, but you could certainly bash it open if you guys wanted.
Okay, can we knock first? See if
Okay, yeah,
someone's
you
in.
knock, and there's no answer. So would you like to bash it open?
Yeah.
All right, you guys bash it open. You get inside. There's a smaller room, about 10 by 15 feet, with a desk in it. There's also a chair at the desk. There's a bookcase stocked with books. Looks like they cover various general, not very interesting subjects. There's a few on arcane magic. There's some scribbled notes with the beginnings of a spell research on an abjuration spell of some sort lying on the desk. Ever make a wisdom perception check for me, please? See if you notice anything else when you're looking around the room. Aaron does not. Stormcrow does. Stormcrow, you notice as you guys are looking around the room that there are some drag marks on the floor that look like the bookcase could pivot. So knowing that, you guys look around the bookcase. Make a intelligence investigation check, everyone. All right. John finds a hidden catch by the bookcase, and looks like if you do that, you can slide or pivot the bookcase. And behind it, you find a secret area about 5 feet square with a ladder heading down into an unlit hallway below.
All right, let's go down.
All right. So I'm gonna move you guys to their map.
Can we move the Who's casting light?
Stormcrow is.
Let's have Stormcrow go down the ladder first.
Oh, Igor needs no light.
Or Igor.
All right, so I'm moving you guys over towards the ladder hallway. There you go. You are right here on the map.
We'll go stealthy.
All right, Igor goes sneaking down the hallway.
Or not.
There is a unlit torch resting in a sconce at the corner of the hallway. Otherwise, the place is dark. But Igor can see in the dark with his double sight. But you don't see that there's a pit trap in the corner. You step on a canvas that was painted black to look like the rest of the floor, and you need to make a dexterity saving throw, DC 15, to jump back in time. You don't. You plummet down into a pit. It's 10 feet deep, so you take D6 bludgeoning damage when you hit the ground. But worse, you take 1 point of bludgeoning, is there are spikes lining the bottom of it. You take 2d6 piercing from those. So you take another 5 points of piercing for a grand total of 6 points of damage as you land splat on the bottom of the 10-foot deep pit. The pit's just 5 by 5, right where Igor's standing. So you guys are easily able to lift him out of there, and you can easily hop across it on the diagonal there.
Ah.
All right, and then you see a doorway at the end of the hall.
Try to open it.
All right, Igor, you go to open the door, and you see a room beyond. You guys can all take up positions wherever you want to be standing. In this room, it's about 15 feet square. There is a rug in the far corner in front of a door. There are arcane scribblings and chalk on each of the walls. There's a decomposed body, melted with acid, lying in the southeast corner of the room.
A body!
Yeah. The room's unlit and has no wall sconces for torches.
I'm going to the body! Quick!
All right.
And then
Make a medicine check for the type of poison.
You bet. First, though, Igor goes in to check out the body. Everyone take up where you want to be standing when he does that. Igor, where's your monkey at?
My monkey would be on me somewhere.
Okay.
Like on my shoulder or on my hump.
On your hump. That's awesome. All right. You step in there and you trigger a pressure plate, which drops vials of acid on you and your monkey. You just need to make a DC 15 dexterity saving throw to jump out of the way. Oh, no, it's only 13. 13 dex saving throw to jump out of the way. Igor once again is bathed in acid. See if your monkey gets out of the way in time.
Don't have the stats for the monkey. Do I have the stats for
The
the
token
monkey?
should work. You should be able to click the token and then click the D14 button on the token. Do you have access to it? You do. Awesome. Okay.
Oh, and the monkey, yeah.
Oh, do that. Do the monkey, though. That's you again. Monkey! 14. Made it! The monkey jumps out of the way. You must make dex saving throw. Failure, they take damage. So if you don't fail, you don't take damage. Okay. So your monkey takes 0 damage, but Igor, you're bathed in acid, and you take 18 points of acid damage.
All right, buddy.
The important part, let me get to the body.
You onto the body. You can see the body probably suffered a fate similar to yours, but did not live through the attack. The rest of you can jump over the pressure plate into the room, no problem.
Igor pulls out a huge syringe with some glowing stuff. This will bring him back to life.
Igor, you can
God.
have inspiration. So that little
Will
leaf,
it-
that little leaf icon is inspiration that you and Stormcrow both have now.
Well, I inject it. I go, come on, live. Igor is all dejected because it doesn't work. Need to put more eyes of Newt to the formula.
Okay. The body, yeah, definitely suffered from the acid attack, and there's nothing else in the room except for a doorway and a rug lying on the floor in front of it.
Yeah, oh, cool. Go back upstairs.
Okay. Monkey goes and waits upstairs for you.
Wonder what you want.
What do you guys want to do?
I'm
You said
kind
the
of
rug.
hurting.
So there is a rug. Yep. In front of a door. There's arcane scribblings in the walls. There's wall sconces, but no lit torch. No, there's no lit torches.
Can I make I guess Arcana check for the marking?
Yeah, go ahead and make an intelligence arcana check.
Well, Arcana or religion?
This one would be arcana.
Okay.
Nice. Okay. They are scribblings of arcane spells, like notes and such. They're harmless. They don't create any kind of an actual spell. Looks like just notes on how spells work. Maybe this room. Looking around this room, it looks like that it might have been used as kind of a practice area. There's some scorch marks on the walls and such, but nothing else besides that.
Shining my light spell around. Do any of them
Nope,
light up?
none of them light up.
Any of you have some healing or some kind?
Yeah, I want to heal.
Go for it.
I'm gonna cast Cure Wound.
Okay. Igor's at 7 out of 31 hit points, so you just click your token and then click the Cure Wounds button. There you go. And do I have that right? Is Aaron, what kind of, is a War Priestess, right? Okay.
Yes.
So, yeah, it should be D8 plus your 3, so you roll a 2 plus 3, yep. Someone was a Life Cleric, but I think that's the person that dropped.
Yeah.
I thought Jean was a.
Oh, yeah, Jean is. Jean's a Life Cleric.
Yeah, I am. I can't.
Yeah, get in here.
I can't find the. Do I have cure wounds?
You want to do a Cure Wounds, John, or not?
Oh yeah.
So click your token and then click Cure W button, Cure Wounds. And you cure 10 hit points to Igor. So
Damn.
Igor, you get
Showing
10,
me up, I guess.
10 more back. So Igor's 22 out of 31 now, hit point wise. You stand in this room, you got the melted acid covered body, the rug, and the door.
Alright, let's check out the rug. Is it, I guess, can we just, like, pull the rug from where it's at?
You betcha.
Hold on, in a kind of high pitched young boy's voice, Stormcur says, "Poke it with a stick."
Has anyone got a stick? I got a flip.
Do I have a stick? I have a mage hand. Let me
Alright,
poke
let's...
the body.
Okay.
What are you going to do with your mage hand?
I'm gonna poke the body first.
Poke the body. Okay, nothing happens. It's definitely dead. Been dead for a while now.
Doesn't have anything on it, correct?
Nothing of that. Nope, nothing of value on it.
I detect a little twitch. No? Oh.
Nope, not alive at all.
Poking the... Start triggering the pressure plate on the under the rug.
Oh, pressing on the rug has no effect.
Pulling the rug.
No effect. It slides easily.
Alright.
Rolling the rug.
Okay.
See underneath?
You roll the rug back, and you can see just regular stone floor underneath it.
And under the rug itself?
Yep, under the rug, just regular stone floor. Oh, the bottom
On the
side.
bottom side.
Bottom side of the rug, nothing. Just rug.
It's awfully convenient. Well then. I guess we
Igor,
should...
can you use your hand to interact with the door? Maybe give it a knock?
Yes!
All right, you knock the door. No one answers.
Open the door.
All right, it is not locked. And through it, you see another small room. Looks like that. A nice, comfortable bed is in one corner. There is a rug in front of the bed, a desk and a chest also in the room. On the desk, you see several unlit candles and holders, and you see a spell book.
Let's go investigate the book. Maybe it has something to do with the market.
So the book is indeed a spell book. It says, or it doesn't say anything, but it's got following spells, and it's got Glyph of Warding, Identify, Invisibility, Locate Object, Mage Armor, Magic Missile, Rope Trick, and Snare.
Kind of sounds like just a classic wizard's book.
Yep, looks that way.
That's a lot of pages for toilet paper.
There is, of course, also the chest and the desk. You could search through, and the bed if you want to tear it up. And the rug, you can look underneath again. You want to search out everything in the room?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Pull up the
Nothing.
mattress.
Yeah, nothing hidden amongst anything. The only thing is the chest itself, which is filled.
Where's the chest?
It's in the southwest corner of the room.
Gotcha.
It's filled with. Let's see here. Okay, inside the chest is treasure, and there's a single piece of paper that lies on top of the treasure. What's the paper say? It's just got a single word written on it. I'll type it out for you. You see that written on the paper? Underneath the paper, you see wealth.
From wording.
It's filled with coins and jewelry, including a ring that matches Earth's wedding ring description.
All right, so it sounds like the bandit leader's chambers.
Yep. So you got the ring. You also find a letter to quote the Baron. Or no, from quote the Baron to Blagor, which is the name of the leader's quarters you're in, telling him to quote unquote spy on the drow.
Okay. Caps lock.
In reverse caps lock. All right. Let's see, you can grab the spellbook too. So you got the spellbook, the wealth, the ring, and the letter, and the piece of paper too.
How much wealth?
Enough to give you the gold you need to go up when you go up a level. All right. So you guys ready to head back? You search the rest of the room. You don't find anything else. What was that?
Great opportunity for plunder.
Oh yeah,
A lot
yeah.
of plundering.
You get everything out of there, and you head back up. Earth is relieved and happy to find his ring. That completes a bonus objective, so that's one advancement checkpoint. And you got your first clue, having found the sequence of letters on the wall there. And you can now look on your map, and you see two more locations. You have a pretty good idea where they are: the Birdman Statue and the Magic Flying Daggers. Where do you want to head?
Oh, I assume the closest one is the Birdman Statue.
It is. It's on the way to the Flying Daggers one.
Birdman.
All right, the Hawkman Statue. So you leave Troll Skull Alley in your wake. The little boy was just, paid watchman for this little gang of thieves. Earth is delighted that he got his ring back. He promises never do anything bad again. You don't believe him.
We never asked him for that.
You come to the Hawkman. It's a massive statue. Appears similar to an Aarakocra with furled wings and an outstretched left arm, and is in a moderate state of disrepair. It's been hollowed out and has been turned into a multi-floored tower where guests and tenants can visit. And the bottom floor has been turned into a restaurant.
The big statue.
Restaurant called the Soaring Delights. Yeah, the statue is enormous, like 100 plus feet tall. The Soaring Delights is a nice restaurant. The dining area is finely decorated. The kitchen and storerooms you can see in the back behind some double swinging doors. The entire place is brightly lit from the sunlight and candles on the tables, and it is packed. And people are running to and fro, the servers and the greeters and everything, and they welcome you when you come in the door, and they say, "How many?"
4, please.
All right. It'll just be about 10, 15 minutes. Please have a seat there. They have you wait in the waiting area. Looking around, you don't see any kind of a glyph or anything like that. Finally, you're seated after waiting for some time and served lunch. Be about lunchtime when you get here. So they take your orders, and is there anything you want to do besides eat?
We should go look around with your little rock thing.
Rock thing?
It's a glowing rock. I'm not one to carry much magical light.
So Stormcrow, you got your light spell going still?
Yeah, I'll transfer it. I'll cast it on a fork.
Okay. So you get your lit up fork, you look all around the room, certainly nothing here. The dining area is finally decorated and there's nothing that you can see glowing. There's a kitchen and storerooms in the back. Waiters and servers are coming and going. The doors are flying open and closed over and over. Someone crashes into someone. Some plates crash to the ground. It's just really busy.
You said the restaurant's on the first floor?
Yeah, you're on the first floor. And
there's nothing in like the general seating area?
the dining area, you see nothing. There is a kitchen and storerooms in the back.
Alright, are we sitting down at the table?
Yeah, you can.
Okay. I think we should come up with a plan to either find our way in the kitchen or that store.
Let's try the storeroom. It might be less busy.
Both are through the swinging doors, so you can head that direction if you like.
Ah, yes.
Okay. When you get up to head that direction as a group, one of the servers stops you and says, no one goes back there, please. And then a woman comes out, maybe the owner, and she says, can I help you?
Oh, yes. My friends here want to verify the cleanliness of your establishment. I've been assuring them that there is absolutely no need, but you know how those sanctimonious types are.
Are you part of the, and she rattles off some guild about restaurants.
I'm sorry, that cut out for me.
She asks you if you're part of the Restaurateurs Guild of Waterdeep. She looks a little apprehensive. And she also looks at you like she wouldn't think you would be.
We'll do a nudge, wink. No, of course we're not. We shouldn't be talking about such things in public.
Go ahead and
inspections and the like.
Go ahead and make a deception check with advantage.
Can I cast guidance on?
Guidance? Yes, you may.
Where's my...
So Igor, go ahead and make that check. Oh, let me see. Your tokens are back over here. Right over here. All right, with advantage, you got a 16. Do you want to use the guidance up right now, Igor, or go with the 16?
Yes, I would use it as soon as I can.
You want to use it? Okay. All right, you succeed. She backs up and says, please go ahead. Yeah, we don't want to make any kind of a scene or anything. If you need anything at all, just let me know. And she backs out of your way so you guys can go into the kitchen and the storage room and kind of search around as if you're doing a health inspection. So, well played. You do search the place carefully. You find no glyph until after you start moving some stuff around. And on the stone floor of the kitchen, under a barrel of fish, you finally find the glyph. It is on a brick, and when you pry it up, there is a piece of paper inside the little niche that's underneath the stone, and there's also 2 silver daggers.
Okay.
There's a note also wrapped around one of them, and it reads, "For the shopkeep." Quote unquote, "For the shopkeep." So you got 2 silver daggers.
And you said the paper was wrapped around the daggers, or
It was wrapped. Yeah, it was wrapped around one of the daggers. The glyph that was glowing was on the stone brick on the outside, And then there's also on a piece of paper in the cache, not around a dagger, but separate, is some more letters, or some more, this one time actually words. So add this to your map here real quick. I think I found what's messing up my computer speed. It's this map. It's too, I don't know what it is. Anyway, do you see the red letters now? It says 4 at a time, read top to bottom.
Yep, we see it.
Yes.
All right. All right. So, you take the 2 daggers, you take the note, and the second note. And you can leave after you finish. You go back and finish your lunch, and you can head on out to the 3 Daggers Alley.
Very clean. See, I told you, not even a single cockroach.
Okay. You travel south through the city of Waterdeep, and it's just after noon when you get to the alley. There is a long alley. There's a few pieces of trash. There's a discarded crate in there. The alley is about 50 feet long from one street to the next, and it's about 5 feet wide. You see a covered sewer entrance laying halfway into the alley. It's shaded in the daylight, so that it's only dimly lit in that alley. And I don't have a map of this, but we might need one. No reason. Good job on that rug, by the way, guys. That rug was actually a mimic. And it was commanded that if you step on it, it would attack you. But the guy who lives there would roll it up and push it to the side to get into his room. So he did exactly what he did to get by it.
So, Stormcrow takes out a little pen and paper and quickly writes down some stuff and shows it to everybody, decoding the letters.
Crimson Brush, Southern Ward is what he shows you.
All right.
Very nice.
Okay, so you're at the alley.
How long did you spend on that?
About 20 seconds, 30 seconds.
4
It's
at a
just
time, read top
4 at
to
a time,
bottom.
read top, so CNSR, RBON, IRUW, you just put them in a grid and read it out. Crimson Brush, Southern Ward.
Very good. Well done. Who brought the smart bird?
Oh, okay. I got it.
Okay, so you're at the daggers, or the alley of the magical flying daggers. You got a note on your map that says "Look underneath." You can see that there's a sewer entrance there, but you think you might have already figured out the riddle. So do you want to go into that sewer entrance, or do you want to go try and find this crimson brush in the southern ward?
might be a body
let's
or
not
treasure.
get too dirty.
So you're gonna go in? Okay. So let me draw this map real quick. I'm gonna take your guys and move you over in a second. It's 5-foot wide alley. It's 70 feet long. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Is there a way to zoom out on roll?
Yeah. If you hold your
Oh, there's a slider on the top.
there's a slider.
Right.
Also, if you hold down your Alt key on a PC and then
Gotcha.
use your scroll wheel, it'll slide in and out for you too. And if you are in the select mode and you hold down your right mouse key and drag, it'll drag the map for you too. I'm just drawing the map here real quick of this alley.
Let's hope we'll find a body down there.
All right. Drag into position. Okay. So you guys are on the street over here by the alley. You can see where the X is where the sewer entrance is in that alley. And
Yeah.
city street's about 15 feet wide to the other side. So, who wants to go down that alley first? The alley of the 3 magic flying daggers.
Oh boy.
Pro in a wavering little girl's voice. Be careful, it looks dangerous.
Does someone have some? I seem to not be carrying any.
1 sec. Does the priest pack come with 10-foot rope?
Priest pack should say click your token and then click your gear. No rope on the priest pack. Nope.
I don't see gear. Oh, I see gear.
Yeah, I did it for you too.
There it is.
All right. Well, whoever wants to go down that alley first, let me know.
All right. Can I make a perception check before we go into the alley?
Mhm.
Just looking up the walls and towards the
You look carefully around. You don't see anything.
and on the wall.
Nothing there.
It's to look underneath, so most likely it's a. It might be. It must be in the sewer. Great, obviously.
I'll head down the alley first.
Okay. Aaron goes striding down the alley. Put everyone where you want to be when Aaron gets 10 feet in.
And I'm gonna cast guidance on myself.
Okay. Very good.
So that's a +4 to my next roll. next ability
Actually,
check.
the way I do it with the conventions for spells that come later, when you click it, that tells me you cast it. But secondary rolls, some spells do repeat damage or have other rolls that are delayed. So when you actually decide you want to spend your guidance, I'll have you click it again, and then you'll get the number.
Oh, okay. It's not a.
Yeah, the guidance happens actually when you use it. You don't know
Gotcha.
what it is until you actually use it. But you cast it, you're concentrating on it, and it'll last for a minute. So this
Yep.
is a perfect time to cast guidance. Anyone who had it would probably want to cast it so you can have it for initiative or whatever else might happen.
Does guidance stack? Can you have 2 count?
No.
Alrighty.
So Stormcrow and Aaron both are guided. What was I looking for?
Okay. Jean is also guided.
You got all clerics.
I mean,
Monkey probably
it's
cast
an
guidance
alley.
on himself while he's at it. All right. Okay.
Do we
So-
all have guidance?
Yes.
Every single party member. That's funny.
All right. We
That's-
should never not cast.
Master Strahd has taught me this from his wonderful book. And I pull out a book that's read I Strahd on it, and I put it away.
All right. Just as you were warned, 3 flying daggers materialize out of the thin air, and move to attack. Roll initiative, everyone. So to roll initiative, you click your token, and then you should see the very first top left button is IN something. Click that, and it'll roll your initiative and add you to the tracker. And then, when you see what you roll, you can decide if you want to use guidance to make it better.
Not on initiative.
Wait, I can find it.
Let's see here, John. You click your token, and then make sure, if you haven't already, that you've gone to My Settings and unchecked alphabetically sort token actions. Once you do, it'll be the top left macro button. It starts IN +0 for you, S30, P14, DV60.
Top left.
And it's in the top left after you turn off alphabetically sort token actions. Boom, nice. Okay, and our 3 magic flying daggers. They're not swords like it says. They're actually daggers. And they're pretty darn quick.
Oh boy.
And the first of them to attack is the middle one. And it attacks Aaron at +5 to hit. That's a 16, which just gets through Aaron's armor. And it does D4 piercing. Doing 3 points of piercing damage to Aaron. So you click your token, and you'll see there's a green circle with an 11 in it. Yeah, there you go.
Yep.
Got it. Okay, that dagger's done. Next is Stormcrow. The 3 daggers are all actually, one of them to attack had to move into Aaron's square because they're not very big. The other 2 are in the square in front of Aaron.
All right. One of the ones, the one I guess to the northeast. I will attempt to Sacred Flame.
All right. Turns out you can't do Sacred Flame on them. You'll know that before you
Cannot
try,
target them.
because they're
Right.
not creatures.
All right.
That cut your party's firepower in half right there.
I know, right?
You're all Sacred Flamers.
All right. I am going to spend my action to divest myself of my shield.
All right. You doff your shield. Then the next sword or dagger attacks Aaron.
Is that a main action or is that a interaction?
Doffing a shield or donning a shield is actually a standard action.
Oh wow.
It's one of the few things that are for taking armor. Or armor's even worse.
Oh okay.
Armor's even worse than that. Okay, so dagger attacking at +5 to hit. 16 again hits just barely again. Doing another D4 piercing damage to Aaron. Aaron, you take 3 more piercing. Igor, your turn. You can get to the dagger that's attacking Aaron in her square.
Shouldn't there be a second one in my square?
Yes, there is now 2 in her square.
From where I am, can I fire at the dagger? Can I shoot the daggers?
Yes. For cover, I use the cover rules in the DMG, page 251, which is just the same as 3rd edition and 4th edition, and means you can pick your corner of your square and you can see them just fine.
Okay, so Igor goes in and pulls out some more of his strange mixture, shakes them quickly, and then throws them at the one of the daggers. Hey, where is that now? All right, so take the first one. Hey, that's the miss.
Eldritch Blast. Okay, yeah, that misses. After Igor, the last of the daggers goes. Okay, so that last dagger moves into Aaron's square. So all 3 of the daggers now are in Aaron's square. Attacks Aaron. Hitting again for another D4. Aaron takes 4 more damage. And
A little help here. I'm being poked to death.
Jean, your turn. So Jean, just tell me what you want to do and I'll help you through how it works with the macros.
I'll move forward a little bit, and if I attack, do I still have the bonus action?
If you attacked, you still have the bonus action.
I'm
not sure what- Yes, you can still do a bonus spell if you take an attack action, yes.
Okay, I'll move forward and attack one of the swords
Okay.
and heal Aaron.
Okay. Healing word on Aaron. Go ahead and do that if you like. So click your token and click the healing word button. It's heal W1H-60 feet -B. Boom, 11 hit points back, Aaron. With a healing
Thank you.
with a healing word. That's amazing.
Is that +11?
Is that
Well, with a cap of 11.
I wonder if I got that right. D4 +3 +6. Yeah, that is right. That is +11, yeah. Cap to your armor class. Okay, and then Jean, go ahead and do your attack on one of the swords. So click on the dagger button or the mace button. Probably mace, I imagine.
Oh, okay.
I hope there's a dagger or mace button. Yeah, there is. Good deal. Okay. 13 is not quite enough. The thing dodges as you clumsily swing your mace at it and jumps out of the way of your attack. Do you want to... These things don't appear to have reach, so you could back out of there, allowing someone else to get into your position if you like, without provoking. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, I'll disengage.
You don't disengage, you just actually move back. There you go.
Okay.
Aaron, you are not, unfortunately, so lucky. Since you're in the same square as them, you would provoke, but you could disengage to move out.
Yeah, I'm gonna disengage, move towards the alley, and then move 3 more squares.
Disengage, move towards the... So you're in the alley, okay.
Or I meant towards the center, sorry.
Towards the center, okay. All right, so disengaging means you don't provoke and you get your full speed, so you can get all the way to the sewer entrance, and you can actually use, if you have a hand free, your free action to open it.
I'm gonna leave it closed for now.
Okay. Any bonus actions, or are you done?
I'm sorry?
Any bonus actions, or are you done?
No, I can't cast it.
Okay, so that round's done. All right. This sword goes chasing after Aaron. Enters her square. Attacks her. D20 plus 5.
I call hacks.
Damage is 1 point, Aaron. Next is Stormcrow.
Alright, well, now that she is left, I'm going to Thunderwave the 2 that are right here.
Very good. Go to make your Thunderwave attack. Okay. 10 points of thunder damage as thunder rolls through the streets of Waterdeep. People up and down the street turn and look, and then they laugh and point at you guys, knowing that you're dealing with Magic Dagger Flying Alley. And that blows up 2 of those daggers. So well done. What else you got, Stormcrow?
And then I will take out my crossbow, and that'll be it.
All right. After Stormcrow is Igor.
Right now, it's still on Aaron, correct?
I'm sorry, did I skip Aaron? No. Oh, the dagger? Yes, the dagger's in Aaron Square.
Oh, what the hell is the thing now?
But he did blow up next, right?
He blew up 2 of them. 2 are gone,
Yeah.
Yep.
Mixed up more things and then throw them towards.
10
Do you want me to use
misses.
inspiration on or guidance?
Guidance doesn't work on attack rolls,
That's
unfortunately.
ability, right?
Yeah. Okay, Igor, that misses. And then
That's it.
John. John, your turn.
I'll move forward, and I can't reach the sword, so can I cast guidance on Aaron?
You can, yeah. If it's,
I already have it on me. Or
Okay.
no, it probably would have broken my concentration. Go ahead.
Okay, I'll move forward and cast guidance on Aaron because I can't reach the sword.
says John. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Unfortunately, you're not going to be able to get to Aaron. And guidance is a touch range spell, so you won't be able to do that. Because Igor is difficult terrain, and your speed's only 30 feet. So what else would you like to do?
Okay, I'll just move forward.
Move forward, okay. All right, move to where you want to move to, and then Aaron, your turn.
I'm gonna whack the dagger out of midair with my flame.
Oh, nice hit. All right, dagger crashes to the ground, destroyed. All right, the magic dagger's gone. You can now go down into the sewer. So, into the sewer you go. You come into a map just over to your left. You'll see there's a map of the sewer path. And the ceilings are about 10 feet high. There's 5-foot wide walkways flanking a central 5-foot wide channel funneling sewage through the area. Rats scurry.
I don't think you showed us the right thing. Did you?
You should be right. You should see it right over there.
Okay.
There you go. All right. Rats scurry in and out of the muck. And you see a glyph glowing on a door on the east wall of that tunnel. And you guys come down where the stairs are. Yeah, right where you put Aaron. Perfect. Okay, so you got that
This is
door.
pretty nice and cozy down here.
Just like home.
Yes.
All right. So, what do you want to do? You got a door with a glyph glowing on it.
Let's approach the door.
Okay, you do.
Hand the door if you want.
Yeah, please do that.
Okay, put you guys where you want to be when you mage hand the door.
Is the central thing the channel for
Yeah,
sewage?
that is the sewage in the middle there. Okay. Good job, mage handing the door. You push the door open and you hear the twang of 2 crossbows and you see 2 bolts shoot and smash into the west wall.
I'm really glad I didn't put myself right there.
Yes, indeed. And then you see a small chamber. Actually, you see all of the place. Because the first room that you see past the door has a dingy low table piled with a deck of cards. Looks like 3 Dragon Ante cards. There's a sconce with a lit torch, and there are 2 doors leading out of the room. There's a pair of lit candles on the table which give the room a bright light and dimly shed light into the 2 back rooms. In the 2 back rooms, you find one is like a common room with multiple bed pallets of just like blankets and old clothes. And the other room has a single comfortable bed in it and a locked stone coffer. That's the room to the north. There's no one in here, but people certainly come and go here, and the torch has not been lit for long. So you got the single stone coffer in the north room. You don't see anything else of value anywhere in the place.
Can we pick up that deck of cards?
You bet. You grab the 3 Dragon Ante deck.
At least it'll keep us busy and lights in the crypts. Any
Yes.
other?
You got a single stone coffer, and that's it. A value. You want to try and open that stone coffer?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. In one corner is a locked stone coffer. Go ahead and make a thieves' tools check. I'll assume you're guided too, in case you want to use it. Igor, that's a 14. Do you want to use your guidance?
Yes.
Any cleric, click guidance. The first one will do it. No, there you go. Igor, you got 3 more on top of that, so that's enough. You are able to pick the lock and open the little stone coffer. It's empty, but there is a glyph glowing on the bottom of it.
That special glyph?
Yep, that special glyph. Make an intelligence investigation check as you examine it.
Oh.
Everyone else can too.
To make a wonderful coffin.
Aaron doesn't find anything. Igor doesn't find anything. Stormcrow does. Stormcrow, the bottom is false, and it's easily opened. You're able to open it. Words are written at the bottom of the hidden compartment. If you look on your map, Let's see here. Look on your map. They say arrange in 6 rows, which you already figured out. But there's also 2 vials of a red liquid inside the hidden compartment. No label or nothing, just a little vial of red liquid.
Can I do a medicine check on it?
It doesn't look like blood or anything like that. It could be a magical concoction of some sort.
Then Arcana check.
You could taste it to see if you could identify it.
I'm tasting it.
2 potions of healing.
Ooh.
Okay.
Should we give that to Jean? Or one Jean, one me?
We'll assume you guys are carrying him. Not drinking him, right? Just carrying him?
No, just carrying.
Got it. Jean and Aaron carry. All right. Then, as you're wrapping up investigating the place, you hear voices echoing down the sewer. They're a long ways away when you first hear them. You hear something about the Baron. That's only the word you can make out. What do you guys want to do?
Should we try and hide in here and wait for them to come back, or confront them in the sewers?
Yeah, you got 3 choices. You could confront him in the sewers, you could run and get away, you think you have time, or you could hide out here and try to ambush him.
Well, so sorry, what was under the false bottom? Just the potions and the message?
Yeah, the 2 potions and the message. So you've cleared the place out. So you could run for it, or you could try and ambush them in the wait here for them to come in here, or fight them in the sewer.
Well, we don't really know how many there are, and it would be really bad if there was like 10 of them. I think we should book it for the ladder and try and make it out of here before they come up.
So if you want to try and book it, put your character by the ladder. If you want to try and stay and ambush them, put your character in the rooms. If you want to fight him in the sewers, put your guy down by the sewers. So Igor's going to try and ambush him in the room. Aaron wants to ambush him in the room, it looks like. So does John. Okay. Take up your spots where you want to be in the room when they approach. And I assume you close the door so it doesn't look like you're here.
I'll use stealth on myself as well.
Yep. Everyone's hiding. The doors inside the rooms, do you guys want to have them all open or all shut?
They were all shut when we arrived, right?
They were all open, actually, when you arrived.
Leave them open.
Okay. Alrighty. You guys take up your position. You can cast guidance. You can make sure you have what you want in your hands. And then the door opens. Slowly. Very slowly.
The door's already open?
No, the outside door opens.
Oh, okay. Oh, the inside doors were open, the outside door wasn't?
It was closed. Yeah. So it opens very slowly. Remember, there's a trap on it. So they were opening it to disengage the trap. And then it dawns on you, they'll know the trap was sprung right away. So you will need to let them have it quick, or else you won't get surprise. So before they even come into the room, you're going to have to attack if you want to get a surprise round. You guys want to get a surprise round?
Yep.
All right. So everyone roll initiative.
Oops, wrong one.
If you'd like to use your guidance, you can on that roll.
Yeah, I will.
So you just roll your guidance, and then you can edit your initiative by clicking on it and then typing in the new number. So for Aaron, got a 4, you just type in a 5. Okay. Surprise round. Bandits are surprised. Igor, you go first. The door is open. The bandit's standing there. Your door is open, so you can actually see him from where you're standing. Your stealth check was not good, but it doesn't matter. You got surprise.
Ah!
Igor comes running out. The Hunchback of Notre Dame.
For once, I could use this.
I'm not used to.
Ah! Here, the arms of Master Strahd.
Oh, that's bad. Okay. Dark, tentacled arms reach out all around you. 10-foot radius. Wow. None of your party's in it. That's awesome. 10 necrotic plus no reaction until start its next turn. 14 strength save half. Plus can take reactions. Okay. So that's going to affect 3 of them. So 3 14 strike saves. 1, 2, 3. The second one in line and the third one in line each take 10, and each have no reactions till the start of their next turn. The one in front takes 5, but can take reactions. And that is...
So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Igor will run back.
And hold on just a second, Igor. Are you casting that at second level?
Yes, all my spells are second levels.
Okay, so it's actually 15 damage. So you actually kill the second one and that one, and 5 plus 2 more to this guy. Okay. And
Maybe
Igor...
19 total, right?
Yep. Exactly.
Okay, so Igor would use the last 2 squares of movement to move away from the guy who can take a reaction.
He can. Okay, so he swings his scimitar at you. And misses. Igor's done. Stormclaw, your Stormcrow, your turn.
Igor is not done.
Okay.
Because there's... oh, no, he didn't hit me. Okay, that's fine.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, Stormcrow.
1, 2, 3.
I think I'm next on initiative.
I'm gonna Sacred Flame the guy on the door.
You are next. I'll have you go right after Stormcrow. Okay, Sacred Flame on the guy on the door. Rolling dex save for him. He made a save.
Right. And then I'll actually move up to here and be done.
Jean, your turn.
Can I see him and
Let's see.
can I see the bandit?
Yeah.
I'll throw a Sacred Flame too.
All right, dex save again. Makes it again. Then move where you want to end your turn. And then Aaron, your turn.
All right. So still in the corner, I just yell, Igor, duck. And I'm going to step into the hall and cast Guiding Bolt.
Oh, nice. Okay. Go for it. Oh. Smashes in the door, missing him. Aaron is... Oh, yeah. Aaron's done. Bandit's turn. They're surprised. Igor, your turn. First real round. And I screwed up. That bandit didn't even get a reaction attack opportunity in Igor because you beat him on initiative, so he didn't have his reactions yet. You there, Igor?
Well, let's get off mute and blast him away.
All right. Let him have it. 16. That connects. That kills that bandit. 3 lie dead in the doorway thanks to the Servant of Strahd. Move where you want, Igor.
Strahd!
And then, Jean, your turn.
Strahd!
I think I kind of lost control of my token.
You did, huh? Okay, you might just have to reload the screen, possibly. What would you like to do, and I'll help you do it.
This guy's dead, right? The one next to Igor.
So there is, yeah, you probably need to reload your screen. It looks like you're back of the way. So there's no one next
The
to
top
Igor.
3 are dead.
1, 2, 3. So you move to the doorway. You can see 2 to the south and Igor to the north.
I'll throw one in the. I'll throw a Sacred Flame on the nearest one.
All right, Sacred Flame on the nearest one. He is hurt by it. Your Sacred Flame. You can click the button. If not, I'm doing it. 6 radiant to him. You got 3 more squares of movement. What do you want to do with those 3 squares? Get out of the way of the door. Follow Igor.
Go back inside.
Go back inside. Got it. Okay, Stormcrow, your turn. Yeah, just go ahead and reload the page, and you should be good after that.
1, 2. I'm just gonna jump
Reloading.
to the other side.
Okay.
And I will Sacred Flame the wounded one.
All right. He tries to dodge that Sacred Flame. Does not. Takes 5 more radiant damage and is burned alive. Wow. Before they even got to go, they all died.
Done.
Aaron, your
Classic.
turn.
All right, I'm going to run through this room and kind of slide my way through the doorway and cast Sacred Flame on the left.
All right. He tries to dodge that. Dex save. Makes it.
And all my windows closed. One second.
He
Okay.
he dodged and made it, and then the bandit's turn. He runs for it. You guys want to chase him down or let him go?
I I think he has some info.
Yeah, let's chase him.
Okay, you chase him down, grab him, and drag him back into the hideout where you can question him. And we're going to pause here for a second, take a quick break. We'll come back in just over 5 minutes. Break till, let's do it till 31 after the hour.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, I'm back.
Green Ranger's standing in.
Red leader.
Rogue leader here.
Okay, so you have successfully found all 3 clues and actually figured out the riddle before finding all 3 clues. You have gotten past the mimic guarding that door and you were the grimiest looking health inspectors ever at the restaurant, and this guy is just a run-of-the-mill bandit, and looks like he's deathly afraid of being killed, like all the other bandits were just a second ago, and is willing to answer any questions he can and make up answers if need be. So you have any questions for him?
Who's the Baron?
Dahlia answers to him. We don't know. We don't know who he
You
is.
know-
I've never met him.
Do you know where he is?
No, I don't know where Dahlia goes when she talks to him.
How do you get orders from Baron?
Dahlia goes and talks to him. She's not here now, though. That's her room, and he points to the room where you guys found the coffer with the healing potions in it.
Anymore. Just so you know, if you were to die and something were to happen to you, I'll make sure you come back.
He is deathly afraid. He doesn't know who the Baron is. He knows his leader, Dahlia, talks to the Baron. He knows, doesn't know anything about these glyphs. Never seen them before.
Just so you know, this guy seems pretty legit. I'm sure he'll go straight. Wink, wink.
Yeah, he begs for his life. He promises he'll never go back to a life of crime if you just let him live.
Oh, I believe you.
And he has nothing else he can offer answer-wise. So you do with him as you will, and then you can
Throw him in
move
the
on.
sewer. Tie him up.
Does he have a like treasure or something on him?
No treasure. You take anything of value he has, and it's very little. All right.
Leave him a dagger on the other side of the room, so we'll be gone by the time he breaks free.
All right. You do.
To talk to him as a friend.
And you're going to head back into the streets towards the Crimson Brush? In the south, does it say South Ward? Yeah, South Ward. Okay.
Yep.
So you head back out into the streets. It's mid-afternoon now. And the streets are bustling and busy. People are starting to get off work. And so they're starting to fill up. And as you're traveling, someone, let's see, Jean, just roll a straight d20 for me. Go over to the menu on the left, and there's that dice icon. You hover over it, and then go down to the d20 and click that. 15, okay. That is a 19. Okay, so none of you see it happen, but something is taken from you. But then you might notice someone trying to get away. So I need everyone to make an active perception check. So click your token and click your wisdom button. You don't get to add guidance to this one, unfortunately. You got a 16 is the high, it looks like. Okay. Jean, go ahead and roll another d20, same as you did before. And you want to roll low, because this is their stealth check. Ooh, pretty good low roll. They are +4 stealth, so they got a 13, so you're 16. So Igor, you notice a woman surreptitiously putting a map into her pocket and moving away through the crowd. And you check your belongings and you see your map's gone. What do you want to do?
After her, quickly.
You go running after her. You are quickly.
Igor kind of scampers. I mean, like he's
As
always
Hunchback
good.
can.
You guys are, as a group, able to quickly catch up with her. And corner her in an alley after she's trying to get away. And she looks wide-eyed and scared and begs for you. Please, please, I need your help.
What did you take my map?
They made me. They made me. This huge dwarf, black, pale-skinned dwarf. He said he was going to kill my boyfriend if I didn't get the map back to him. Please, can you rescue my boyfriend? I can tell you where he's at.
Where is he?
She tells you about a warehouse district in the South Ward. She says, I can take you there. I know where it's at.
This
So-
smells fishy.
So everyone going to make a wisdom insight check as she leads you to the warehouse.
Get over the map first.
You grab the map back from her, so you got that, no problem. And none of you think she's necessarily lying. She is definitely afraid. She says that she was ordered by some pale-skinned giant dwarf to get the map and bring it to him.
Oh, what's her boyfriend's name?
Larth. Larth is his name. My name's Nezra. You can tell him that I sent you, and he'll come with you, I'm sure. He's all tied up though. Ravik, that's the name of the dwarf. He said he was going to kill him, but I didn't bring the map back. So you can go help her rescue her boyfriend Larth, or ignore her plight and continue on to the Crimson Brush.
Oh no. Igor would like to make friends. Later on, if she can pickpocket, she might join my criminal empire.
All right, so the warehouse she leads you to is got no buildings like directly adjacent to it. It's kind of out in the open between some streets. You see it's got a couple big doors on one side, big windows on the other sides. I'm drawing it, it's just up and to the right on the screen of where you're standing right now. If you zoom out, you'll see it. All right, got it all drawn for you. It is right over here. So you see this warehouse building is about 40 feet square. Large double doors lead into it. Big windows look into it. And the next nearest buildings are like 25 feet away. She says, the dwarf is in there with my boyfriend.
And did he send you specifically after us or just the map?
He described you. He knew you had it. I don't know how he knew.
What else do you know about the dwarf?
He's a despicable, evil creature. He'll kill you as soon as look at you.
How many men does he have?
There were 2 there.
Just two.
Him and 2 more, yeah. And
Are these windows?
for this encounter, I'm going to bump it up to just average, because you guys are doing pretty good. So you won't be facing the weak, you'll be facing the average.
I don't
Okay,
know.
yeah.
I kind of got acupuncture in an alley.
I know. These big windows look in, you can peek through them, and you see it's a warehouse, mostly filled with crates. In fact, crates block your view of much of the place. Until you come to one window where you can see a dwarf and a couple of brigands standing about inside the place. So you can see that from the southeast window. You don't see her tied up boyfriend in there, but there's some areas you can't see from the windows too.
Do we? What kind of warehouse is this?
It is abandoned, and the crates and barrels and such look like they're mostly empty.
Okay.
How about some of you guys go knock on one door and all of us other ones go at the other door?
Why don't we send her saying that, and she tells them that they got the map, kind of as like a distraction. Like she'll get inside, fumble around, realize that they don't have him when we
And then you guys rush in from the other door?
Yeah.
Okay. Set you guys up by the door you want to rush in by. I'll have you make her deception check when you're ready. And we'll see
Give her some guidance.
if she makes a successful deception check versus the dwarf's insight. You will have a surprise round.
I'll give guidance to
First,
Sure.
everyone take up position you want to be in. I'll assume you all cast. You don't have to click the guidance button yet. One of you cast it on her. She'll go in through the other doors, and okay. How about Igor? Why don't you roll a straight d20? You want to roll high? This is her deception check. A 9. She has a modifier of deception of. She's pretty good. That's actually a 14 total. And the dwarf, his insight is only a +0. So he's got to roll a 15 to know she's trying to distract him. So, Igor, roll a d20 again. You want to roll less than 15. Oh, and plus she's going to have guidance too, so it'll be even higher. Oh yeah. Okay. So you guys are gonna get a surprise round. So the dwarf is here. Those guys are standing there. You kick the doors in, and you can see her boyfriend is tied up in the middle of the room next to some barrels. And everyone roll initiative.
Rolled. Yeah, so I don't know what I rolled. Let's roll
Igor,
again.
Igor, you're good. Everyone else roll initiative. Dun, 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 dun. The bandits. Okay, Aaron, you are first. The doors are open.
So there's 3 bandits.
There are 2 bandits, 1 dwarf, and 1 tied up boyfriend of hers. That's the guy with the prone marker.
Hey, Tom, can you reorder? I used guidance and had to fix my initiative.
You betcha. Got it.
Thank you.
Alright, we didn't get any spell slots back, right?
Correct. Same day.
And the boyfriend is tied up.
He is tied up in the
this-
center of
is
the
he-
room. Yep.
Okay. I think I'm just gonna barge in and cast Sacred Flame on the northeast.
He tries to dodge the fires. It fails. Takes how much damage?
It's a good question. Where is it?
Four radiant
Four.
damage to him. Move where you like, and then Jean, your turn.
Okay, I'll go inside and Sacred Flame the same guy.
Okay, he tries to dodge your sacred flame. Fails. Takes how much? Takes 8 radiant, dropping him dead to the
I'm
ground.
guessing the crates are all difficult.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Any square that's mostly crates will be difficult terrain.
Gotcha.
Okay, Jean is done. Dura is surprised. Stormcrow's turn.
All right,
The crates also block line of sight too.
3.
Any square that's mostly crates.
That other brigand to the far south.
Okay.
Will also Sacred Flame.
All right, dex save for him. Made it. Then finish your move where you want, and then Igor, your turn.
I will move up to here and use his action to cut the ropes on the.
Okay, good job, Igor. Ropes are cut. You move, finish your turn. Then the bandit back surprise. The end of the round, this guy, I'll let him do initiative. So he's going to go last in the surprise the next round, unfortunately. The guy you're trying to free is the last bandit. Aaron, your turn.
Alright, I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the South Brigand.
South Brigand. He tries to dodge. Fails and takes... how much? 8 radiant. Alright, next is Jean.
If I move close to a crate, do I have cover?
Uh-huh, you would.
How about here?
Yeah, well, depends on who you're being attacked by and where they're coming from. If the crates are behind you, they don't give you cover. If they're in front of you, they will. If you're trying to not have cover to attack the dwarf, there's good.
Do I have cover here?
Monkey.
Uh-huh, yep.
I'll throw Sacred Flame on the same blue.
A bandit, okay. Dex save on the Sacred Flame. He fails. Takes 1 radiant from your Sacred Flame. And then the Duergar's turn. The Duergar stomps forward, takes his war pick out, and swings it. At the cleric, 16. I don't think hits Jean. Nope. Not in Jean's heavy armor. He's done. Stormcrow, your turn.
Alright, move down here, and that brigand to the south. Sacred Flame again.
He made it.
Alright.
Igor.
And actually, I'll move down next to him.
Go ahead, Igor. You muted if you're talking.
Does the boyfriend seem like he's going to be running?
Yep.
Or?
Yeah, on his turn, he's last in the initiative this round, unfortunately. The girlfriend retreated out on her turn.
All right. We'll go there and blame this guy here.
Okay, dex save for that guy. Failed it. Takes how much?
There were Sacred Flame.
Boom, killed him. Finish your move where you like, and then the boyfriend gets up and runs out of the room.
Come back, you coward!
And as he does, he comes sliding to a halt and then dives to the side because
Oh boy.
thugs come into the room. And they are carrying maces and hitting them on their hands repeatedly. Not doing damage to themselves, just as in a threatening manner. There are 3 of them. And they look at you guys. And they look at you guys and they say, "Give us the map."
And we gotta fight them.
And then we roll their initiative.
Girl took it. She ran off with it.
That round's done. Aaron, okay, so they come in, give us the map. Igor says that girl ran off with it. You don't know if they believe her or not until their turn comes up. What do you want to do, Aaron?
I'm going to move south and parkour over some crates, and then Sacred Flame. Yeah, end up right here.
Okay, who you Sacred Flaming?
The dwarf.
The dwarf. He tries to dodge it. He has advantage versus spells, so he gets a 16 and does dodge it.
Okay.
All right, but you can have inspiration for your parkouring over the crates. Boom, there you go. Aaron's done.
And I've never dealt with inspiration. What does it do?
Oh, okay, so inspiration lets you have advantage on a roll. You announce before you make the roll that you want to use your inspiration, and you have advantage. You can use it
Gotcha.
for a skill check, ability check, or attack roll.
Okay.
Or a save, also. Okay, Jean, your turn.
I'll cast Bless on everybody.
Bless, nice, okay. You can do 3. You want to do everyone but yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, so for Bless, we'll just use this
I would
cross.
include yourself.
I'm pretty much low on spell slots.
Okay, so see that swords I put on Stormcrow? Go ahead and put the same marker on your own character. Click on your token, and then if you go down to the bottom left, you'll see a little circle. You click on that, and you'll see a whole bunch of icons that you can put on your character. So Bless goes up, and then John, I'll put a concentration mark on you so we don't forget. And then, do you want to move anywhere, John?
Yeah.
Go ahead and move where you want. That will provoke. Do you want to provoke?
Oh no, I'll disengage.
Well, you used your action to cast Bless, so you don't have an action to disengage with, unfortunately.
Okay. Yeah, sure.
If
Yeah.
you stand in front of me, that's fine.
So you can
You move
move
around
all around the dwarf and not provoke. So do you want to move anywhere around the dwarf? Okay. Very good. All right, you climb over the boxes over to the dwarf's flank there. You're done. The dwarf, he grows in size,
Oh, wow.
towering over you guys, yells at the thugs to get out of here. That map is mine. And the thugs go. Need you, Igor, to make a deception check for me, please. Oh, very good. All right. The thugs look confused. And they talk to each other, but you gain a round of them being confused. But make an insight check, Igor. Okay. You think there might be something magically compelling them into believing you have the map? The confusion washes over them and they are turning back to get the map from you guys. Thugs are done, and all the thugs will pass this round. Stormcrow, your turn.
All right. All right. I guess I'm going to deal with the thugs. 2, 3. And I'm going to thunder wave the 3 thugs.
Boom. Okay.
Uh,
Ooh, 5 thunder damage, 12 con save to have it. 1, 2, 3. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
All
wow.
3 have it at 2 damage each.
that was strong. All right.
None of them are pushed back. Okay.
Done.
Stormcrow's done. Igor, your turn.
I will move back here and magical concoctions and then throw them at that large dwarf.
That connects, doing 2 force damage to him. You want to push him?
Horse.
Push him back against the wall. The whole warehouse shakes as he strikes the wall. Then the bandit in the corner is actually the boyfriend. He retreats into the corner. The thugs are still trying to figure out what's going on. Aaron, your turn.
I'm gonna. What's more of a pressing matter, this giant dwarf or the 3 thugs?
We know if they're like working together.
It doesn't appear so. The dwarf is yelling at the thugs that the map is mine. The thugs are yelling at you, give us the map.
Alright. I'm gonna cast Sacred Flame on the bottom left. So the one that's in the bottom row on the left.
Ooh, he made a save. Then move where you like. And then, Jean, your turn.
I still have cover, right? On the thugs.
Mm-hmm.
I'll Sacred Flame, the middle thug.
The middle thug, bottom right.
Yeah.
Okay, he failed. Damage. Three radiant to him. Got it. And then move where you like. That Duergar, even though he's large, does not have reach, so you can move anywhere you want and not provoke. Alright, the Duergar's turn. He closes down you guys, crashing boxes and barrels to the side, and swings his war pick at Aaron. Missing Aaron by 1.
Ooh.
That war pick is huge now, Aaron. You think it'd impale you if it hit. Duergar's done. Next
Yeah,
go is the thugs. The main thug tells this thug to go chase after that woman. We'll make sure these guys have it. So this thug goes rushing off. Chase after the woman that you said has the map. Stormcrow, your turn.
Alright, 10. I'm gonna Sacred Flame the Dwarver.
Okay. 12 deck save. He makes it.
Alright.
And then Igor, your turn.
Well, this sounds like a great time to throw more things at the dwarf.
Oh, 24 connects. 3 damage to him and push him 10 feet. 1, 2, back against the wall. And then that bandit's cowering. And then the thugs come in. This thug comes rushing to attack the dwarf. Yelling that it's our map. Stay away. And
Shot Agor.
multi-attack swings. 21's a hit. 20's a hit. Doing 8 and 6 is 14 damage to the dwarf. And then this one rushes on to Jean. Multi-attacking him with a mace. 20 to hit you, John, for 3 bludgeoning, and 14 is a miss. So, John, click your token, and you have that green circle with the 27 in it. Click that, and then type -3. That'll reduce your hit points by 3 for the damage you took. And then you got to make a constitution or a concentration check. So you click your token, and you click your C13 button to make a constitution saving throw. Oh, so bless goes down for everyone. So you can go and take off your bless markers. I'm going to take off your concentration marker, John. There we go. The thugs are done. That round ends. Aaron, your turn.
I'm actually going to use my action to dodge.
Dodging. Okay, move where you want. And then Jean, your turn.
I'm going to stay right here. I'm going to protect Igor because he's cooking stuff up real.
Your turn, John. You might be muted if you're talking, John.
Okay. I'll throw a Sacred Flame at the Duergar.
Duergar, Sacred Flame, deck save. He fails it. How much damage you do? 6 radiant to the dwarf. Almost takes him down. He's staggering under the assault from the thug and from your guys' spells. He swings back at the thug with his war pick, connecting and doing 8 points of piercing damage to that thug. And then the thug's turn. This is the one that left, so I'm just taking him off the map. And then Stormcrow, your turn.
Right. The thug attacking Jean. I will Sacred Flame.
Deck save for him. He fails. He takes 7 radiant damage as their fires burn him up.
Nope, the other one. The one that's attacking Jean.
Oh, okay. I'll fix that. Move where you like while I'm fixing it. +7 to that guy, -7 to this guy. And then after your turn, Igor. Oh, wait. Yeah, Igor.
That dwarf still represents a nice, juicy target. However, although they're fighting each other, I will attack this one.
Okay. Smart move. See if you hit. Also, those thugs are much lightly armored compared to that dwarf. 20 connects for 3 force damage to the thug. Pushing him back 10 feet.
Yes!
You knock him back. Bandit's turn. He's cowering in the corner. Thug's turn. He's attacking the dwarf. Multi-attacking with his mace. Once is a miss. Twice is a miss. Thug attacking the party. Comes here, attacks Jean with a mace. Multi-attacking mace. 1 is a miss. Mace 2 is a miss. The maces are flying. Aaron's turn.
Sorry, I had a hiccup. I'm going to cast Sacred Flame on the thug to my north.
Thug to the north tries to dodge the fires. Fails and takes... how much? 3 radiant for him. Then you can move where you want. And then your turn, Sean. And when I say you can move where you want, you don't have to tell me where you're moving, but just remind me if you provoke is all I need to know. Sean,
Nope.
Your turn, Sean.
Okay. I'll Sacred Flame the nearest.
All right. Got him. Damage. -6. Got it. Okay. After Jean, Duergar's turn. Duergar swinging on that thug and stacking him. He connects for 11 points of piercing damage to the thug. Then Stormcrow, your turn.
Right. The one directly north of me, Sacred Flame again.
He tries to dodge the fires. Your Sacred Flame does. Move where you want. Igor, your turn.
Adjacent to him.
Well, let's fire again at that same fellow.
13 is a hit. for 7 force damage. Pushed him
Stay
back
away!
10 feet to there. Then this thug's attacking the dwarf with multi-attack with a mace and a mace. 18 is actually hit for 5 bludgeoning and takes the dwarf down. So the second mace attack is actually on you guys. He comes around the boxes to Aaron and misses with his second attack. And then the thug to the north closes down, attacks John again with his mace. Multi-attacking. Mace 1 miss, mace 2 miss, and then that round's over. Aaron, your turn.
I'm gonna hit the thug directly next to me with my mace.
Aaron swings her flail.
Do I have to roll for that?
Yeah, click your token
Oh,
and then click the button that says flail. Boom, okay. That actually connects, does 7 bludgeoning damage to the guy. Still staying there. Move where you like, Aaron, and then Jean, your turn.
I'm gonna stay right here.
I'll hit the same guy. The guy closest to me with a mace.
You connect, do 3 bludgeoning. Both of the thugs are barely hanging on, but whatever thing is ensorceling their minds keeps them coming at you. Stormcrow, your turn.
Alright, I am going to provoke from the one to the north,
He swings his mace at you. 17 to hit, 3 bludgeoning.
and I will Wrath of the Storm him.
Creature you see in 5 feet hits you. 11 lightning damage, kills him, even if he makes a save.
Alright, took 3. Then I will Sacred Flame the one I am adjacent to.
Alright, dex save on that. He fails it, and you kill him. God, who brought the evil bird?
Igor runs to them, and I will inject them with my newest solution. Live! Ah, crap.
You see a little twitch in one of them, but then it dies out.
Look!
Here, Igor, I shall help.
Alright,
Can I cast Spare the Dying on the one he tried to?
yes, you do.
No, no.
I cast Spare the Dying, bring him back up to 1 HP.
Oh.
For
It's
the time
the
stabilizes him.
Yeah.
Alright, so you have the map.
Ancient.
You have the map. You rescued the girlfriend's, or you rescued the boyfriend, Larth, and they explained to you that they were captured by this dwarf who said he wanted to get the treasure map that you had stolen from him, and he was going to kill her boyfriend if she didn't. And you guys rescued him, and they will remember you forever and always be on the lookout to join your gang, Igor. Then, the guy that you saved, Spare the Dying, do you want to bring him back to a hit point so you can question him? Or
Yeah,
leave him be?
I want to see if like that charm or spell
Okay.
on him like.
All right, he comes to consciousness, he shakes his head, he looks at you, he says, where am I?
What do you
You-
remember?
Um, we met some drow, dark skin elves. They told us that you had taken the treasure map that we lost at the Green's Rest, but we didn't ever have a treasure map at Green's Rest, so I don't know. He shakes his head.
When's the last time you were at Green's Rest?
I've never been to Green's Rest. The drow said we were, though, and that we left a treasure map there, and that you had it, and we were supposed to take it from you.
Can I do an insight check on him to see if there's like anything else you remember?
No, you think he's being honest.
Okay.
I
Things
think
be-
the other guys we met this morning who conveniently gave us the map or wanted to get those drow off their own trail.
So, yeah, you think, knowing what you know of Arcana, that the drow must have probably used a suggestion spell on these thugs and tricked them into coming to attack you. The thugs can't give you a good enough description of the drow for you to know who the drow are, or even necessarily pick them out if you saw a drow.
And did you ever meet these people, or is that just they just magically made you remember? Like, did they meet up with the drow at
Yeah,
some
the
point, or
the
did they
the
get
drow met him in a dark alley, and
Where was this alley?
they tell you where it's at, somewhere nearby.
Cool.
Okay. About that time, uh, you hear someone kind of clear their throat behind you. You turn, you look, and you see there's a city watch patrol there. So, what's going on here? They look around the room. They see the dwarf lying dead. They see the thugs lying dead.
Well, officer, we've been attacked by these fellows. They had kidnapped our friend Lars here, and his girlfriend will definitely tell you.
The city watch guy kind of squints his eyes at you and walks over to the dwarf and kind of kicks him. Looks at him and goes, "Ah, this is Ravik," he says to one of the other guards. "All right, you're free to go. This Ravik's a known criminal. I'm sure what you said is true."
Tried to bring him back to life, but he twitched. I assure you, he twitched.
So you're free to go. The city guard will let you leave. No problem.
Or leave.
Oh yes.
All right, so you can leave and head on to the Crimson Brush.
Yes.
The Crimson Brush. So you arrive at the Crimson Brush shortly before dinner. You want to do any healing or anything on the way? You can take a short rest if you want.
Yeah, can we do short rest?
Yeah. Why don't you do a short rest?
Sure. Doesn't.
Spend your hit dice.
I can
So-
spend my one hit die.
Spend your one hit die. You can roll those manually, or you can also click your token, and then the button that has your armor class and your hit points on it also rolls hit dice for you, as Stormcrow just did there. And I don't think you have 90 hit points. I must have typoed that.
It's importantly spell slots.
Oh yeah, and the Warlock gets back some spell slots.
I get back one.
Cleric.
We get back one spell slot for short rest.
Who's talking?
Aaron.
Aaron? No, clerics don't get back anything. You do get back your channel divinity, but you're only first level, so you don't have that yet. Okay. So you journey after your short rest. Maybe have dinner somewhere nice in the city of Waterdeep. Spend some of the gold you've pilfered from some of the crime groups you've come across. You head into the South Ward, where you find the Crimson Brush, an art shop on the first floor of a small two-story building. Looks like there's an apartment upstairs, probably. The shop itself is a display room. It's about 15 feet wide by about 50 feet long. There's shelves spread throughout it. A shop counter is along the back wall, next to a door leading to the back.
We lost someone.
Sorry, what was that?
We lost Jean in Discord.
Jean dropped off Discord. Ah, yeah. I'll type him, see if he can join back on Discord. There we go. Okay. Okay, so the store's got canvas artwork and painted trinkets on display throughout. Most of the art includes, strangely, and you're the first to pick up on this, Igor, blood as a theme, or depicts objects colored blood red.
Very nice.
And I assume you have light going when you come in here, Stormcrow? Yeah? Okay.
Definitely. Yep.
There is a portrait on the back wall that depicts a crypt, a mausoleum crypt. It's highlighted by a blood red sunset in the background, and the glyph is in the center of the painting. There is a man here. See, the shop owner is a slipshod attired short man. And he says, "The blood is beautiful, isn't it? when you walk in.
Yes.
Its color highlights all my art. Is there?
Wonderful.
Please take a look around, and if you see anything that interests you, let me know. And for this encounter, I'm going to go back to the weak mode that matches your guys' level and everything. So you look
Oh, wait,
around.
you have the-
You can study that that painting with the glyph on it and trying to determine where that mausoleum it depicts is. And you can look around the rest of the shop too. So what do you guys want to do?
Igor will definitely go shopping because place is awesome.
Oh yeah. Pick up a couple works of art here for your place, for your master. I could just see Igor
Igor-
coming back with like paintings and everything for Master Strahd.
Igor will. I assume I can find some odd components to create some concoction, which will create something that will make him come back to life.
All right. Is anyone going to study that painting to figure out where it's at, where the mausoleum is at? Stormcrow, do it.
Yep, Stormcrow
Okay.
will take a look.
Okay.
Can what's the word for helping? Not guide.
I think it's help.
Yes.
It's actually help.
Help.
The help
I'm
action.
going to help him.
Yep, it is help action. All right.
Which is good.
So, you guys are in the shop, and the painting is just past that counter there on the back wall. Igor's looking around. Jean is in the room. John's not back in the chat.
He also fell off of the
Oh
roll
no.
20.
Poor John. We're almost done though, so we're gonna go and finish up here. Okay. So
Do we want to take a tour? Maybe if might be rebooting his box.
You want to take a 5-minute break? Yeah, let's do that. So
If we're not too badly off the
No.
pace, or
Oh no, we're way ahead of
We're
time.
only like 2 hours in.
Yeah, we're 2 hours in and we're almost done. Of all 4 checkpoints, because you got the checkpoint for finding the wedding ring, you got the checkpoint for rescuing the boyfriend, you got the checkpoint for getting to the Crimson Brush. There's only 1 left, and you're 3 out of 4 so far. Okay, so we'll take a 5-minute break. We'll come back at 20 after the hour.
yes.
Hey, Tom, you here? Tom? Hey, Tom.
Okay, I'm back, and it looks like it's just you three for the final encounter, which makes you a very weak party. So I'm going to give you the choice to do very weak or weak. So I'm going to put you all lined up. If you want to do very weak, move your token down 1 square. If you want to do weak, move your token up 1 square.
Let's see. I am tapped on spells. All 2 of my first level spells are cast.
Aaron, Igor, go ahead and move up to go weak and down to go very weak.
What level is everybody else?
First level. Igor's
Just one.
All right, very weak it is. Last encounter. So,
Yeah, Igor's our tank at 4th level.
yeah, go ahead and put you guys back to where you wanted to be. You are studying the painting Stormcrow, and you think you have enough information to know where that's at. You think it's in the City of Dead, right here in Waterdeep. And you think you know exactly which mausoleum it is. But the store owner, seeing you study that painting, looks at you, looks at the painting, looks at you, and he gets something from beneath the counter. And when he comes back up around the counter, And back into view, you see he is now half man, half rat, and coming at you.
Uh-oh.
Use the daggers!
So roll initiative, everyone.
Use the daggers they gave us!
Oh yeah, you had the 2 silver daggers that you guys took. So
They're for the shopkeep!
one.
Before Jean left, can I grab that potion back from him?
Oh yeah, you guys have the potion, the party potions. Okay, Igor, you have one of the daggers, and the other dagger, 1 through 3, is on Aaron.
Igor would not pick up.
Oh,
Would not
there he
pick
is.
that thing up.
Is he back?
Jean's back on Discord.
Hey, John. You get your computer back working? Give him a second here. So now you're going to be weak.
God damn it, Jean. I mean, it's kind of good that we actually have a healing cleric now,
Yeah, that is good.
because I don't have any spell slots right now.
Hey, Angelo, you on? You might be muted if you're talking.
He's
Oh, we
typing.
call that fighters.
You hear me?
Yep, I heard you.
Oh, I heard you there. All right, go ahead and join back up into roll 20. You were just attacked by the shop owner, who has turned into a rare rat. And while you're loading up in roll 20, I'll go ahead and roll your initiative, because we're launching into combat with this shop owner, who did not look like he liked Stormcrow checking out his map. And Stormcrow, you go first.
Alright, so I have one of the daggers.
You do. And the other dagger is on Aaron. You and Aaron have the 2 daggers.
Alright, well, I will draw out the dagger
Sounds like a good plan.
and attempt to stab him.
All right.
Dagger, pretty sure I'm... Yeah.
Dagger's a simple weapon, so if you're a cleric,
Luckily-
you can use a dagger.
Yep, I have
Anyone
a
can,
better
pretty much.
dex than strength, so I don't have a macro, so I'll just roll. 15 to hit.
Nice. That is a hit. The shop owner looks surprised when he sees the silver blade stab
7
into him,
silver.
and it does full effect on him, hurting him. What else you got, Stormcrow?
Yep, that's it.
That's it? Okay, after Stormcrow. Angelo, you back on? It's your turn if you are. I don't see you in the Roll20 game, so just tell me what you want to do.
I'll serve secretly in the shop owner.
You're in the shop, yeah. You got a were rat attacking your ally Stormcrow. Stormcrow's got a silver dagger, and Aaron's got a silver dagger. You could do spells on the were rat if you want.
I'll throw a secret flame.
Sacred Flame at him, okay. Dex save for the were rat. He dodges the flames, and then it is his turn. He tears into Stormcrow. Multi-attack, and he has 2 melee, only 1 with a bite. So he's got a short sword he draws out Stormcrow. Stabs you with his short sword, missing. And then big, huge, vicious rat teeth tries to bite you with. Ooh, connecting.
Yep, that'll hit.
5 piercing damage. Plus, you might get lycanthropy. Roll a con save.
I will use my inspiration.
Nice.
And guidance.
Good job. I don't think guidance helps with saves.
Nope, that would be resistance.
But you are good. All right. Where rat's done. Aaron, your turn.
Okay, so can you describe these thin rectangles again?
Oh, okay.
Are they
So those
counters
are those are like display cases with paintings. You know how they store and move windows.
like vertical ones?
Yeah. You could knock them over and just charge right through them. It's difficult terrain, or you could run around them. Either way.
I'm gonna knock them over.
Okay. You just knock them over. Paintings go crashing to the ground. Igor's heart sinks a little,
Okay.
and you can attack from there.
All right. I'm gonna stab him with my the soap.
All right. Just roll straight d20. I don't have a macro set up, so just roll d20, and you got no bonuses except proficiency. So a 7's a miss.
Big sad.
After Aaron, Igor.
I have a concoction specially for that.
You do. 11 force damage to the were-rat and send him sprawling against the far wall.
Does he hit that door?
There is a door there. It's closed, yeah. That round's over. Stormcrow, your turn.
Alright, I'm just gonna kind of hop over the
Counter.
counter there.
'Kay.
Attempt to stab him with the knife again, the dagger.
That's a hit again.
Another 5 silver.
Nice. Okay, got it. Jean, your turn.
Hit him
Roll
with
another
something big if
sacred
you
flame.
got it.
Sacred Flame on him. Okay, dex save. He takes the damage. I'll roll it for you since it looks like you're not in yet. 4 radiant damage to him. Okay, John's done. Were-rat's turn. Were-rat fighting back in Stormcrow. Stabs you with his short sword. Connecting, doing 8 damage. Stormcrow falls
drops me.
limp to the ground. Then the thing viciously rushes on Aaron, biting on your cleric, hitting her for 6 piercing damage. Aaron, you have a con save. You want to use your inspiration. Announce it before you roll it.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Okay.
use my.
All right.
Is it just advantage?
Yep, gives you advantage, basically.
Roll Constitution dice.
Yep, so click your token and click your C16 button. Ooh, good use of your inspiration. You got 12 with advantage. So you are not going to turn into a were-rat. Were-rat's done. Your
Oh,
turn. Your turn,
Thank
Aaron.
goodness.
Stormcrow is
Um,
dying over on the far side of the counter.
Yeah, let's deal with this guy first. Does he have reach with the sword?
No.
So can I back up a few squares
Well,
so
I
I can
mean,
flame him?
You can reach 5
Or-
feet.
Okay. I'm just gonna sacred flame him right.
All right. Roll your Sacred Flame. Oh, he dodged it. And then what else you want to do?
Moving away would be
Provoke.
an opportunity attack.
It would.
I'm gonna stay put.
All right. Igor, your turn.
Igor sees somebody who's down. So he's got to run down here, then over here.
Please do damage to him. Oh boy.
Igor looks at you down, but you're down.
I have spare the dying, so
Fine. I claim his body I want to try on the bird.
Eldritch Blast is a hit. For 1 force damage, you were too distracted to get him right square. So you get a glancing blow on him. Igor's done. And then that round's over. Stormcrow, death save. Stormcrow, 1 failure. Jean, your turn.
We failed 2. You rolled a 1. Oh.
No, he didn't roll a 1. That's a sit die roll. The one up
Oh,
above.
that's.
He rolled a
what's
8.
that? Oh, the D8. Oof.
I'll move to Stormcrow and get him back out.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, leaping over the counter. And then you want to do a cure wounds on him?
Can I do the? I forgot what's that called. Like I have
Pres-
like a
preserve
healing hands,
life?
right? Yeah. No, the other one. The Asimar one.
Radiant Soul?
Uh,
Healing Hands?
yeah, healing hands.
Healing Hands is
and,
touch. That heals your character
Mm.
level. You'd heal him for 4 hit points if you want to do that one.
Can I healing hands him plus
Yeah,
bonus
you bet.
action healing word?
Healing Hands and a Healing Word? Yes. Okay, so you do the Healing Hands, so you get back 4 Stormcrow. And then, John, you do a bonus action Healing Word on also Stormcrow or on Aaron?
How much is Aaron?
I'm
Aaron
at 5.
is 5 out of 11. Stormcrow is 4 out of 9.
Aaron is taking his turn next, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where rat's in between.
Where Rat's next?
We should have
Okay.
killed it.
Throw it on Aaron.
Aaron, okay. Healing Word, Aaron incoming. You get 8 hit points back. Jean is done. Where Rat's turn. Where Rat continues to attack Aaron. Short sword stab first. Oh, critting Aaron for 7. And
Thanks for the heal.
good thing Aaron was healed. And then bites Aaron. 13 misses, glancing off her armor. Aaron's turn.
Stabby, stabby.
Aaron tries to stab the were-rat back with a silver dagger.
D20.
D20, yep. +2 for proficiency. 5.
Yeah!
She's too shaken by the attacks of the were-rat. Igor, your turn.
I'll go through it.
No, you stole my opportunity. It was perfect for birds. And then Igor will start running. Over
Igor
back
missed. Igor is... Everyone's too shaken to hit the thing next to the Stormcrow.
Alright, Stormcrow will stand up and scoop up the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Come over here.
Please go it. Oh, yeah.
Oh, nice hit.
I think he hits it.
2d4 plus 3, right?
10 points of silver damage.
And Stormcrow stabs the dagger into the were-rat's eye. Through its brain, the were-rat falls dead to the ground. And
No
That-
looking for a pizza day, boys.
that is the end. Upon discovering that the final location depicted on your map is a specific mausoleum in the City of the Dead, you may move out to search out the resting place of the treasure. En route to the City of the Dead, you run into Durik from Green's Rest, the man who gave you the map at the start. He was running errands for the inn, he tells you, and he's happy to see you. He asks for your tale so far. He's excitedly surprised of the map's authenticity. In exchange for your story, he offers your next stay at Green's Rest on the house,
Let's stay there overnight.
and politely suggests that the 2% would be a suitable finder's fee. And that is the end. From here, the story continues to DDAL08-01 Beneath the City of the Dead, which I have up for sign up if you want to sign up for it. And we can split up our treasure. We have 2 potions of healing and 1 spell book. So, if you would like either potion of healing or the spell book, I want you to just roll straight D20, and we'll go in order from high roll to low roll. So we got a 19 for Jeremy, 11 for Zach. 2 more. Anyone, either guys want a spell book or a potion of healing? Anyone?
I like that potion.
Did you already roll, Zach?
Yeah, I rolled an 11.
Does anyone else want to roll? Angelo? JP?
I'm okay.
You need to roll, JP. See what order you go in. Roll a straight D20. All right. So first pick goes to Stormcrow. What do you want, Stormcrow?
Stormcrow will take the spellbook.
Spellbook. Okay. Second pick goes to Igor. You got 2 potions of healing. You want a potion of healing, Igor? Igor, you want a potion of healing?
Who has the next pick?
Igor does. Potion of healing, Igor?
Oh, I'm Igor. Pick. I'd like to get the level 1s to get the potions. Is Aaron the next one to pick, or?
Aaron's
Yeah.
next after you, yeah.
Okay, so I'll take the potion of
You
healing.
take a
then.
potion, and Aaron gets a potion of
Yeah.
healing. Okay, so Igor gets a potion, Aaron gets a potion, and... Oh, I'm sorry, Jean, you can't even roll. If you wanted something, I'm going to roll for you.
No, I'm okay.
You don't want anything? You sure? Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Now, that wand that you guys found at the start, that is unlocked for you guys. And it is... I got a little card for it right here, right above where you're standing right now. If you zoom out a little bit, you'll see it. It's a Wand of Secrets. It has 3 charges. While you hold it, you can use an action to expend one of its charges. And if a secret door or trap is within 30 feet of you, the wand pulses and points at the one nearest to you. And it's on table B. Therefore, it would cost 8 treasure checkpoints. You guys got 4 advancement checkpoints. You got 4 treasure checkpoints if you're going normal rate. Half that if you're not. You got that Wand of Secrets unlocked. At full rate, you'd get 1 renown, you get 10 downtime, and spellbook to the Stormcrow, potions of healing to Igor and Aaron, and my DCI number is that. All right, everyone, thanks for playing.
Hey,
You guys did
thank
an
you.
amazing job.
Yay.
Amazing job
Yeah.
avoiding the mimic. Figuring out the clue before you had all the clues.
Hey.